Hi, I'm trying to get my act together and go to Coach with my Cassie because it's having cracking issues on the corners. And I can find every other receipt I own for every other bag I've ever owned, but I cannot seem to find that receipt. I bought it at the same time as my Tabby 26. I have a whole unboxing on it. So I was looking to see, did I just, pitch the receipt, what I do? Can't find it. So anyway, I called the store. They do have record of it. And so I can just bring the bag into the store and they will, take a look at it. Well, from what I've heard, people have been saying that they just exchange, they just give you a new one or whatever for, if there's a problem. A lot of people have said that. Well, I don't know if that's really the case or not, because this lady said that she thought that most likely, she would take a look at it. Most likely they'd have to send it out for repairs. So I'm not really sure, how it's going to go and if it's going to be a repair situation or not, or if they're just going to give me a new. I have no idea, but we are headed to the mall to find out, and don't know if I can record in the store or anything like that, but we'll see how it goes. But let me show you what I'm talking about with my Cassie. Hold on. Okay, here is my beautiful bag, and I'm so sad to see that, I just have this, there we are. So yeah, that's what's happening, and gonna go see what they say. So I'm sitting in the front of my house in my car like a stalker, waiting for Maya to show up, and she's gonna just park her car and run into my car, and then we're gonna go. And I'm doing this so she doesn't ring the doorbell, because we have all sorts of things happening in there, and Gracie will go nuts, and Jim's on an important call, and so forth. So yeah, here I sit. Oh, there she is. All right. Yeah. Okay, she's here. We're still shopping. We had lunch, and now we're just wandering through the mall, trying to get ourselves to Coach. Okay, here we are. We are ready to head over to Coach, which is right there, and see what they say about my bag. Let's go, guys. Let's see how it goes. This is interesting in this metallic. It's really pretty. And then here it is in the ox blood. I have black. Cute. She's taken my bag to the back to see what can be done, and we'll find out. But yeah, I'm not happy about how it did that in only like 3 months. Cute Parker. It's really cute. I like the size. So I got the new one. They switched it out for me, thank goodness. However, I thought, I'll take a look, because they didn't really show it to me. And I see these like weird white gluey places there on both sides. And I just think that's strange. So now I have to go take it back upstairs and complain, which I don't want to do, but let's go. Okay, so here's the story of what happened at Coach. I'll try to make it short, but it's going to be difficult. Basically, right, so I was ready to take the bag back to have them take a look at it and see what they thought about the glazing cracking issue. And so I needed the receipt. So I was searching for the receipt and could not find it. And it came I ordered them both online, that one and my Tabby 26, and I opened them online and met that one video. So I thought, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe they didn't come with a receipt, whatever. I found every other receipt from every bag I've ever purchased since I was 4 years old. But not that one, which was really, really weird. So I called, went online actually and got my order number and clicked on it, and it said it couldn't be found, call customer service. So I called customer service, and they said, oh, well, just take the bag into the store, they can look it up. fine. So I called the store to make sure that that was the case, and she said, sure, she found me in the system, just come on in. So I went on in, and they found me in the system, but they could not find that order. And I'm like, that is so strange. They found my Alexa, they found my dinky straps, they found the wallet that I did the giveaway for, they found all those recent purchases, but not for the Tabby 26 and the Cassie. So I'm like, well, that's just weird, because I don't have a paper receipt, and they didn't have any record in the system, and I ordered them online. So I call Coach.com from the store, and I'm explaining it to someone there, and she asks if I can be put on a short hold while she looks it up. So we're sitting there in the store and looking around and stuff while I'm on the phone, and I must have been on the phone literally for a good 25 minutes, 30 minutes even. And I'm not even sure if I was dumped or what, because honestly that hold music stopped playing and everything. So I'm like, oh, okay, great. In the meantime, Mai is out looking at my video that I did when I first got the box of bags, and I was just opening it online and everything else to see if she could see me pull out a receipt in the video. Well, I didn't. I must have put that stuff, I edited that part out for time management, and so there was no record of whether I actually got a receipt or not. So anyway, finally the lady comes back to me and she says, okay, we'll just switch it. We're just gonna exchange them for a new, exchange it for a new one, because without the receipt, they could send it in for repair, but in which would take, I don't know, something like 4 to 8 weeks or something, 6 to 8 weeks. Or if I had the receipt, they could just, swap them out for me for a new one. So anyway, after all this time on the phone while I was in the store, the lady finally just says, I'll just swap it out for you. And I said, oh, thank you very much. I still want to try to get to the bottom of this though sometime, so I'll call later at home. I'll call customer service because I really want them to find that I have that receipt, because my Tabby 26 is on that one too. And they have no record of me ever purchasing it, which is weird. So that's interesting. So she went ahead and swapped it out for me. She was so sweet and handed it to me, thanked me, gave me her card, that whole thing. So we're walking out, and we just decided we were gonna go get a Starbucks and then hit the road and get home before it gets too rush hour-y. So we're walking away, and I'm like, I really should take a look at it because I didn't see the new one. So I'm glad I did. So we kind of went off to the side of the mall little area, and I just kind of plopped down and looked at it. And it was not right. And I have a little clip here to show you that, what happened. And so there was a weird white glue stuff. We both saw it like immediately. And I'm like, no, I'm not leaving without, with it like this, but I don't want to go back. That lady must think I'm crazy. But I kind of had to. So we walked back into the store a few minutes later, and she's like, oh my gosh, what? And explained it to her. She's like, okay, yikes, but the only other one we have left is the display one. Do you want that one? So, well, let me go take a look. So I went to go look at the display one. Here, let me set you down here so my arm's not so shaky. So I went to go look at the display one, and it had a weird bump kind of in the front, like something was inside and kind of pushing out a little bit into the leather. So I put my hand there and felt that like between the lining and the outside bit of leather in that front pocket, there was some sort of a wadded up bit of material or something bumpy in there that made that bump out. I'm like, okay, well, I don't want that one either. So we had 3 bags sitting there, all with defects basically, and so there wasn't one that I could just exchange out for. So we had to order it, and in like 3 to 5 business days, I should be getting it, a replacement, and I hope it's okay. So we will see, and yeah, hopefully I'm gonna hang on to this part of the video until I get that, and then we're gonna open it together and we're going to find out. So yeah, in the meantime, I had an absolute blast. Let me see, I got a couple quick things here. Let me show you what I picked up. Okay, I need to set you on something, hold on. All right, there you go. All right. First, I got from Nordstrom, there we are, a little pair of earrings. I thought they were so cute. They're from Gorjana, and they're tiny little gold itty bitty hoops with this itty bitty little dangly, circly disc thing. thought that's just cute. I mean, it's small and dainty, but there's enough presence to give it a little sparkle there. So I just thought those were cute, and I could wear those with a lot of things. So I was very excited to grab those. And then the other thing I got was something I just repurchased because I absolutely love it. It's my go-to #1, always want to have with me concealer. And it's a splurge, but I really, really love it. And it is the Chanel concealer in, for me, it's number 20 beige. It just works so, so well. I absolutely adore it. So this is my color. So yeah, that's what I got. Real exciting, huh? We also had lunch at the Nordstrom Café. Best salad ever. I love that place. And oh, I have a gluten-free brownie that I got too. At the Nordstrom Cafe, they have gluten-free brownies. And I've been nibbling on it a little bit, but. So there's that. So as always, Mai and I have a blast when we're together. At one point, I'm beeping as I'm going out of Nordstrom. So I didn't want to walk through the mall beeping at every store I went in and out of. So I'm like walking back and forth, and this lady's holding this bag and that bag as I'm walking back and forth. We finally found it. It was a tag in my sweater. We had to have that cut off, so that was quite the circus scene. I always make a scene. I don't know what it is about me, but I can't just like glide through and be elegant. You know, it just never works for me. So anyway, had a really good time. It was fun. As soon as I get my Cassie, my new one, I will open that up, see if it's perfect, which I certainly hope that it is, and I will let you know. But in the meantime, I was not at all pleased with the different quality issues with the ones that I saw, and that they couldn't even, you know, exchange for me because there was a problem with all of them, which is kind of weird. So we'll see how that all turns out, and I will let you know. So anyway, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.